All right, y'all, let's get it. We live on the tube. Back at it. Just got back to the city. And as I told y'all, man, we was going to be going live every single day in December. Today specifically, I'm about to, break down a little bit of the FDCPA, which starts at 15 USC 1692. I believe this is the most simple subchapter to get your hands around. And I believe that this is a subchapter in which many people, really need to get an understanding of as a whole. Because they have debt on their consumer report, or just debt as a whole. It don't even gotta be debt on your consumer report. Anytime anybody's coming after you for any balance, that makes them a debt collector. And so it's vital for you guys to get in tune with the FDCPA, which once again, that is Title 15, Chapter 41, 15 USC 1692 is the start of it. That's congressional findings. With every single teaching, in every subchapter that we do cover, there is a congressional findings, and that's simply what Congress found. All right, so Congress is going to let us know what they found. And within the FDCPA, Congress found that these debt collectors were using many abusive, deceptive, and unfair debt collection practices. How many of you guys have been deceived, whether that be through contract, whether that be a form or a tactic of them attempting to collect the debt, and that could be simply them drafting up fake court documents, them talking about garnishing your wages. They use many different scare tactics to go ahead and attempt to collect that. And so it is vital to understand. Make sure I got my mic uncovered. Drop a one in the chat if y'all can hear me good. But it's vital to understand the FDCPA. The wealth, they play by completely different, rules. They understand that debt is an obligation or an alleged obligation. And this is verbatim from the definition of debt within the FDCPA. Something as well too that they do not define at all within the FDCPA is the term loan, because there's no such thing as loan. Is the term borrower, because we're not a borrower. What else do they not define within the FDCPA? The term loan, the term borrower, and don't you think once again, specifically within a whole subchapter that has to deal with debt, that they would be defining these terms in which they're calling you through these contracts, in which they don't, because you're not a borrower, you've never been a borrower, and you'll never be a borrower. Man, this is my favorite time. This is my favorite little view right here. Coming back to the city, going down this little elevator right here. It's for sure my favorite little stroll, just chilling and cooling on this little escalator. But yeah, the FDCPA is the most powerful subchapter, I'd say, within all of Title 15. And it's also the most simple, more than anything. I won't even say it's specifically the most powerful, but definitely the most simple. It's something that I promise you'll find minimum 3 to 5 violations from these corporations, and understanding that anybody sending you any statement, they're a debt collector. If you guys look on your guys' truth and lending disclosure, and if you guys see that is saying that you guys have a 60-month or a 48-month term, with that company, and every single month they're sending you an invoice or a statement, they themselves are also a debt collector under the FDCPA. And I don't want you guys to take anything that I ever say, to heart. I always want you guys all to go do your own studying. I want you guys all to get in tune with this information and simply read. All right, reading is where the true power comes. Right, and specifically us indigenous people, it's crazy how, They hide the truths within, these books, I promise you guys. It's right in front of us, but a lot of these white folks are in tune with this information because they're doing the reading. They're reading what's already out there. This ain't no top secret. I'm not no guru. All I do is simply read. Let me go ahead and tie my shoe real quick. All I do is read the information that is at hand, and I break it down to you guys in simple terms. The FDCPA has been in place since the 1970s, and so there's no secret. There's never been no secret. And simply just with 1692C, y'all can go ahead and get anything removed. 1692C has helped me get student loans removed. It's helped me get a lot of medical bills removed, a lot of collection accounts removed. 1692C is where it's at. That's communicating with these debt collectors. If you just see the steps they must take to even communicate with you, that'll let you know the power that you have, in general. Furthermore, false or misleading representations, 1692E, you guys will come to see all the deceptive and all the misleading tactics that they use simply just to attempt to collect an alleged debt from you guys. So going through breaking down the FDCPA is something that will be very, very beneficial towards everybody. And it's very simple. Go to cornelllaw.edu. Once you guys get there, especially on the laptop or desktop version, click on the whole overview or just look up 15 U.S.C. 1692. And it'll give you guys each one of the violations within 1692. There's only about no more than 10 to 12 different codes within 1692, and I promise you, within each one of them, you guys are going to find many violations. Get familiar with the definition section. There's not too many definitions in the FDCPA. There's about 8 definitions as a whole within the FDCPA. And I promise you, within just the definition section, you guys will get a lot better understanding of the FDCPA as a whole, and you must understand the definitions prior to going out and looking into the laws of the codes. 1692C, y'all are going to be able to not only cease and desist the communication, but also break down how the times in which they've been communicating with you guys have been inconvenient to you. I want you guys to get familiar with that and understand that the hours in which they must be communicating with you guys as a whole. Outside of that as well too, 1692B, acquisition of location information. They must go through certain steps before even communicating with you guys. And last but not least, false or misleading representation, 1692E, that's very vital as well too. But all in all, the FDCPA as a whole, it's very simple to go through. So I would get familiar with it if I were you guys, and if you guys have any debt on your consumer report or any debt in general. A debt is a ticket. A debt is anything in which that corporation is coming to attempt to collect any balance. Because remember, 18 U.S.C. 8, all debts and obligations are upon, the United States. We as a natural person are obligated to paying anything to any one of these corporations. We don't owe any of these corporations a dollar. They're all indebted to us, we the people, and we got to understand that. And we got to understand that as a natural person, once again, you don't owe anything. The organization, yes, does owe things, but you are not the organization. So that's why it's vital to understand how to separate yourself from the organization. Tomorrow I'm going to go a lot more in depth with the training. Today I just wanted to be quick, straight to the point, and really just stress the importance of breaking down the FDCPA and diving through it, reading through it. It's very self-explanatory, honestly. I just landed out from San Diego to Phoenix. My flight got delayed, and then I had to book a whole nother flight as well too. So I was at the airport, really just annoyed more than anything. But tonight I am going to be probably, if not dropping it, I'm going to definitely be uploading the vlog, and I'm going to be dropping that within the next 8 to 12 hours of the Rod Wave concert. So definitely Make sure y'all are on the lookout for that. That vlog is gonna be a pretty lit vlog. The concert was a movie, like I kid you not. And then tomorrow I'm gonna go hiking, do some yoga. Y'all know the routine. And then after that, I'm gonna go hit Tempe Town Lake, and then definitely going to get in the live over there at Tempe Town Lake as well too. Let's see, am I missing anything? That's really everything I wanted to cover today. More than anything, no specific code, no specific breakdown, no templates, just reiteration of us going through the FDCPA, getting familiar with it, making sure we're taking action upon it, making sure we're reading it. If we're reading it, y'all are going to get to understand it. Y'all were the only ones who were present during the transaction, so therefore you guys are the only one who truly know the violations which are at hand. Y'all can call whomever, you can schedule a call with me, you can schedule a call with any other, guy in the credit space. At the end of the day, you guys were the ones who was present during the transaction, so you guys are the ones who truly know. We're not the ones, who were present during the transaction, so we don't know how you guys were violated, but you guys were the ones present during the transaction, so you guys know. These corporations weren't even present, nor can they speak for themselves at all because it's corporations, so therefore only you truly know, once again, how you were violated. And the FDCPA will help you guys in terms of you getting not only the remedy, not only the deletions, but also the remedy and holding them civilly liable. 6092K is where you guys will go out and get the remedy within the FDCPA. So let's get it, family. I'm about to go pick up my bags. Let's see, there she is. And I'm blessed and grateful to be back in the city, man. San Diego, Philly was beautiful. Every city I go to, I love, but there's nothing like home, man. There ain't nothing like home. Home to me is Phoenix, man. Phoenix, AZ, born and raised. Ain't too many out here that can say that or that do. All right, there y'all. I'm gonna tap in with y'all, see where my ride's at, and then I may go live again tonight. Really going more in depth with one code within the FDCPA. If not tonight, for sure tomorrow. But y'all gonna hear from me real soon. Like I said, I'm going hiking tomorrow. And I am, all right, my last bag. I'm going hiking tomorrow, going to do some yoga at 9 a.m. And then always after my yoga session, I go hit the lake. And at Tempe Town Lake, we go do the live. So I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow for the live, man. Peace, love, and light. Credit Gotti tuning out from the airport. Once again, we out.